And the bottom line is they're rolling on all cylinders now, albeit against weak competition. 5 last place teams, I get that. But the Eagles have been bending a bit too much defensively. And then to get bum rushed the way that they did yesterday against the San Francisco 49ers at this particular juncture. Remember, fellas, it's fluid. It's fluid, okay? But for the moment, we have to sit up there and say,
slippery
Cowboys.
If you make me pick a team,
I'm gonna
say the Dallas Cowboys. I've been unimpressed with the Eagles all year long because, like you said, Stephen A., they've been winning games, but they haven't been impressive. And we kept saying, man, wait till they get it figured out because they're winning and they don't look like the Eagles of last year. Well, maybe they're not going to revert back to being the Eagles of last year, and this is the best version of the Eagles that we're going to get.
Yeah, I still believe Philadelphia is their biggest threat. Now, I think if you're Philadelphia or Dallas, it's like, how do you avoid seeing them until the NFC title game?
Right.
I'll throw out 2 teams that I do think we have to, have a conversation about. Green Bay. I want to touch on the Dallas thing real quickly, Shannon. If you watch Dallas's defense play, I could pinpoint one massive flaw they have. They can't play defense against motion. And Molly, I said this to you guys weeks ago. Do not let the Rams get in.
I don't feel.
Why?
Stafford in that pass game. He threw for 300 yards yesterday without Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua. He threw for 290 yards.
Yeah, Puka had a touchdown.
Puka played the first 10 snaps of the game and then got out, hurt. Because of how well they play each other, San Francisco and the Rams play each other week 18. I think the Rams could win.
Win what?
That game?
Man, you out your mind. Hit him with it, Stephen A. Stay off the weed.
Who do we think is capable of actually, if they play their A game and you catch San Francisco maybe on a B day,
Cowboys.
Who's good enough to beat them?
Cowboys.
And I don't think their defense is good enough to hang with them.
I think the Cowboys' defense has shown an ability to be a little bit better than the Eagles because of the Eagles' secondary.
You think you're picking the Eagles with your heart? I'm just saying. Seriously.
No, my wife got mad at me yesterday. I told her I was watching the game. I said, babe, they're going to get blown out.
Or is it because you doubt Dak?
All I know is
Why
Seattle,
are you not going with the Cowboys like them?
I don't doubt because of their defense.
Dallas's front 7, because they had a rotation of those guys from Williams and to Micah to Armstrong to Odigizua, they got guys that can just filter in and out and keep them coming.
I think Green Bay's defense is playing pretty good.
Man, stop it, man. I look here. Green Bay played well. 49ers winning by 17 against Green Bay.
Easy.
49ers winning by 17.
Okay.
Easy.
But again, that is a more of a tip of the cap to San Francisco than it is a knock on
It doesn't
Green Bay.
matter.
Yeah, okay.
We're just saying what would happen. We're not talking about who gets more the tip of the cap.
Yeah.
All right, Dan Orlovsky, you keep it up. Stephen A is going to revoke your visitor status, and you're going to go the path of Max Kellerman in more than one way. The general public is going to start looking at you as like one of these guys, a dude that is literally hired to be a talking head and not someone that is supposed to have expertise on the actual sport that they're discussing. Everyone knew that Max Kellerman wasn't a real analyst for NBA or NFL or pretty much anything outside of boxing. Everyone knew that. Max Kellerman's expertise was commentating on boxing, so that would honestly be the only sport that anybody would want to hear from Max Kellerman as it pertains to him trying to educate them about said sport. Dan Orlovsky, you're supposed to be the football guy. And to be honest, your credibility has gone down the drain. The more that you're exposed on TV, the more people see how big of a fraud that you actually are. Even your own co-hosts at this point are starting to kind of get tired of Dog and Pony Show. As you heard Molly Qerim, Shannon Sharpe, and Stephen A. Smith have to call Dan Orlovsky out for being a Cowboys hater and maybe commentating or analyzing the game more so with his heart and less with the film. Either way, Dan Orlovsky, the one argument that you made to actually justify your choosing the Philadelphia Eagles as the most equipped team to compete with the San Francisco 49ers is actually a really, really bad argument. All right, let's go ahead and get right into it as the statistics do not back that up. So you see, you can jump on TV all day and talk with your feelings all you want, but whenever the internet is so readily available to everyone, honestly, you would do yourself more service by doing the proper legwork before you get up on a national platform and have an opinion about pretty much anything that people can go back and verify. And you said that the Cowboys defense was the reason that you're not that convinced that they're going to fare better against the 49ers than a team like the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, I want to preface this whole segment by saying that is Dan Orlovsky's opinion. He does not have to agree with us. He does not have to agree with me. I'm just showing that his opinion is flawed in its concept. Either way, we can take a look here. NFL team defense rankings through week 13, meaning including this latest slate of games. This was actually updated as early as 3:15 a.m. Eastern time this morning, and this is on the foxsports.com official website. The number 3 total defensive team in the National Football League are the Dallas Cowboys. I wonder where the Philadelphia Eagles are ranked on this particular list. And again, the only reason we're going over this is because Dan Orlovsky said he has more confidence in the Eagles because he feels like the Dallas Cowboys defense is a bigger liability. If we scroll down here, keep scrolling. Oh, there's the Eagles all the way down at 22nd in total defense in the National Football League. Now, I know what you're thinking. Let's go ahead and take a look at some more detailed statistics. Let's look at the more detailed analytics, the more detailed rankings to really show where their run defense, pass defense, third down, red zone, all that stuff. Let's look at that. Well, let's look at it real quick. We look at the passing defense. The Cowboys have the 5th ranked passing defense in the entire NFL. By the way, the Carolina Panthers are also a 4th ranked passing defense. For those of you that want to poo-poo Dak's performance against the Carolina Panthers, they actually have a very respectable passing defense. Just saying. But the Cowboys are ranked number 5 overall in the NFL with passing defense. Where are the Eagles on this list, I wonder? Let's scroll down a little bit, see if we can find them. Oh, all the way down at 29th in passing defense in the entire league. And remember, the Cowboys and Eagles have both played the 49ers, and we both got mud stomped. So our statistics are equally as fudged up by that game. All right, that's really, really bad that the Eagles are really down this low. The one place that the Eagles have the Cowboys beat is their rushing defense. But then, historically, if you take a look at the Cowboys and 49ers matchups, Christian McCaffrey has not been our Achilles heel. The Cowboys have actually done an above average job of keeping Christian McCaffrey contained as much as that is possible. So I wouldn't even take this particular ranking into too much regard because the Cowboys have proven in multiple occasions that they can slow down Christian McCaffrey. But the Cowboys are ranked 12th, not the worst, but they're not the best either. So that is the one place so far the Eagles do have an advantage. The Cowboys are giving up about 16 more yards rushing on the ground than the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Eagles have allowed about 3 less rushing touchdowns than the Dallas Cowboys have. All right, so that's one advantage. All right, point to the Eagles there. Then we look at scoring defense. It's not even close. The Cowboys have the 4th ranked scoring defense in the entire NFL. And if we look at the Philadelphia Eagles, they are all the way down here at number 24. They're giving up essentially a whole touchdown more than the Cowboys are per game. All right, so the Eagles, again, another ranking in which the defense is proven to be worse than the Cowboys, and this is cumulative over time. Then we look at red zone defense. The Cowboys, their red zone defense is all the way down at 23rd, so we're actually pretty bad in the red zone. But guess what? The Eagles are worse in the red zone. Opponents are having a success rate of more than 8% more when they're playing against the Eagles than the Cowboys, and the Eagles are ranked number 29 in the league in red zone defense. Really, really bad. The Cowboys aren't too far behind them at number 23, but still, the Eagles are worse. Then third down defense. Oh, look, the Cowboys are ranked number 10 with third down defense, but where are the Eagles, do you say? The Eagles are the last team in the league with third down defense. That means they are the worst team at getting off the field in the entire NFL. Wow. All right, Dan Orlovsky. So what was that you were saying about the Eagles defense being the reason why you're picking them over the Cowboys? Yeah, that entire take actually makes no sense. Either way, man, this is just yet another example of Dan Orlovsky just being really, really bad at his job. And honestly, it's getting to the point to where it's super noticeable. And his own co-hosts are starting to have to call him out about it because he was originally brought on there to be the Cowboys defender guy. Now you have Stephen A. Smith and Shannon Sharpe having to actually call you out about your bias towards the Cowboys. And when those two dudes are the ones calling someone out about their bias against the Cowboys, that's really bad. All right, but either way, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Be sure to subscribe to the channel. There's still a lot of you guys watching these videos and y'all are not subscribing to the channel. If each and every one of you guys that watch these videos on a regular will subscribe, we will be growing much quicker than we are, even though we're growing pretty quickly, and I appreciate you guys for that. But appreciate you guys. Be sure to check out the links in the description below to sign up for BetUS Daily Fantasy Sports Betting, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Y'all know always in these videos how them Cowboys. Take it away, Pastor.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still them boys? Y'all usually check on me. Listen. I'm still them boys. Hey! Woo! Hey! I'm still them boys.